Nearly 2 weeks after Hurricane Sally, cities across the Gulf Coast are still dealing with the damage. WVUA 23's Lacey Beasley has more on a local church that decided to spend their weekend serving others. Lacey?
Lynn, this one church was not going to let COVID-19 stop them from helping others. In response to seeing the terrible damage from Hurricane Sally, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints wanted to make a difference. From Tuscaloosa, 40 volunteers traveled to the coast. They worked hard Saturday and Sunday, moving debris, cutting trees, and helping people in any way they could. One of the crew leaders says the community was extremely thankful for all they did.
They had a big tree that had fallen into their neighbor's yard, and the homeowner was really kind of sick about it because it was a great tree and she loved it. And so they just spent time with us. They kept thanking us over and over. She made us cookies. And we just really made a connection. They invited us to come back and just visit them.
Over the past 2 weekends, the church had a total of 4,025 volunteers from Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi, and they completed over 2,200 work orders. Helping in a natural disaster made one UA student reflect on how fortunate survivors are.
There was one house we saw where the tree had fallen down right over a lady's front door, and she was so lucky because it didn't cause any major structural damage, but it made me realize how scary it would be to have something that was this close to maybe killing or really destroying their homes. It was crazy.
Kasteler says he's thankful his church took time to assist with relief efforts even in the midst of COVID-19.
It's a tough time, and it's COVID, and we got all kinds of issues, and there's a lot of things we can't do. And this is one thing that our church just said, you know what, the world doesn't stop, you know. There are things that we need to be smart about and be careful about, but people need help right now. We're going to go help them. So we distanced, we wore masks, and, you know, we took precautions, but we're also not going to sit home and just wait for somebody else to take care of it or say, oh, it's not a good time. But we felt like we had to respond.
If you're unable to volunteer but would still like to donate, visit servealabama.gov. Live in the newsroom, Lacey Beasley, WVUA 23 News.